Hello everyone, welcome to Clarity 16.3.2 Feature Supportability Training. I am Ramakrishna. As part of this session, we will be talking about newly added functionality for frictionless cost accounting. What's new? As part of 16.3.2 release, we introduced the ability to calculate actual cost for timesheets based on a resource rate instead of a team rate when the user's team is assigned to the task. Manual action that provides the ability to users to automatically populate timesheets based on assignments using ETCs. Job to populate timesheets from ETCs. Why is this important? Adding team as an attribute and the ability to calculate actual cost for timesheets based on a resource rate instead of a team rate when the user's team is assigned to the task helps with resource allocation as it improves visibility into how resources are allocated across different projects and teams, helping managers make more informed decisions. It also supports better budget management by providing clear insights into where time and resources are being spent. Actions to populate timesheets from assignments using ETCs. This reduces administrative burden as timekeepers no longer need to manually enter hours for each task. This automation reduces administrative overhead, allowing them to focus more on their core responsibilities. And with automatic population, timesheets now reflect real-time changes within assignments and ETCs. This ensures more accurate tracking of project progress and better alignment of time allocation. Job to populate timesheets. This feature enables the system to automatically calculate and populate timesheets for both individuals and teams using estimated time to complete or ETCs. Jobs can be scheduled to run at regular intervals, for example, every Friday, ensuring timely update. When timekeepers access their timesheets, the data is already pre-filled. All they need to do is review and submit. No more manual time entry for each task. This not only saves time, but also reduces the risk of errors and improves overall efficiency. As part of demo, let us look at the ability to calculate actual cost for timesheets based on a resource rate instead of a team rate when the user's team is assigned to the task. Manual action that provides the ability to users to automatically populate timesheets based on assignments using ETCs, and job to populate timesheets from ETCs. A new attribute team is introduced in time entry object that will be available in time entries page. On transaction side, this attribute will be available on both unposted transactions and posted transactions screen. And in Classic, under Admin, Timesheet Options, Default Content and Layout will have this attribute displayed under available columns. And this attribute is also available as part of Data Warehouse. User can add team as a column in My Timesheets grid. This is a read-only field. This would reflect the details of the resources team. Team is also visible from the timesheets grid selected timesheet review model. Say for example, for this particular timesheet, when I click on review, the pop-up would basically display the team as a read-only attribute. The team value is auto-populated for a task where a team is assigned to an investment and the timekeeper is a team member. In unposted transactions, user can select team attribute from column panel and configure the column on the grid. When we select a resource like Emotional, then the team drop-down will display the list of teams to which the resource is associated. Team attribute is available in posted transaction column panel and can be configured as a column in the grid. Team is a read-only field in the grid and will display the team to which the resource is associated. Team attribute is available in classic, admin, timesheet options, default content and layout available columns, and can be used to define the layout. Team attribute can be secured from Attributes workspace under administration in modern UX. The administrator can secure the team attribute for time entry for viewing. Now, let us look at the ability to calculate actual cost for timesheets based on resource rate instead of a team rate when the user's team is assigned to the task. For the demo purpose, let us set a rate matrix to one of the teams. Let's set up a rate matrix to the team Insight Ops with the ID TM00014. And for 00014, there is a rate matrix available and the rate is 500 USD. For one of the resources in the team like Ben King, let us check the rate matrix. The rate associated with Ben King is 350 USD. Let's go to one of the projects like FY25 Acme Managed Services and staff Insight Ops team to the project. Then let's go to a task and then assign the team so that it will be available as part of the assignment. Now let's go to financials and a finance plan within an FY25 engineering need, which has the details about the team as well as the resource Ben King. Ben King already has 2 timesheets posted for the time period April 28 and April 21. But please note that the actual cost associated with these timesheets are $350 US. Let's close this. Please note that the flag timesheet actual cost will use resource rates, not team rates for team assignments, is not checked. That means we are going to work with team rate. Now let us go to timesheets, and for Ben King for the period of May 12 to May 18, let us try to populate the tasks by using the option Add Assigned Tasks with etc. Let us enter values like 2 hours per day for the whole week, which would come to around 10 units, that is 10 hours. And then click on submit. Then as I logged in as an admin who has the right to approve, let us approve the timesheet. Before executing the post timesheets job for Ben King, let us look at the actuals posted against the team Insight Ops. If you look at it, there is no record associated with the current period. Now let us post the timesheets by executing the job post timesheets. Post timesheets job is completed. Now let us execute the job post transactions to financials. Post transactions to financials job is completed. Now let us execute post to WIP job. Post to WIP job is also completed. Now let us go to the project FY25 Acme Managed Service and look at the actuals. The actuals have increased. Now when we click on this and go in, we can see that there are 5 transactions each for 1 day, and each day we have posted 2 units, and as the team rate was 500 USD, for each day 1000 has been posted as actual cost. We can quickly cross verify. The team rate is set as 500 USD. In this case, we have used the team rate to post the actuals of a resource associated with the team. Now let us enable the flag timesheet actual cost will use resource rates, not team rates for team assignments. Save. Apply to all resources. Yes. Let us take some past time period, something like April 14 for Ben King, and enter values like 2 units per each day for the whole week, and then submit the timesheet and approve it. Now let us execute the post timesheets job. Post timesheets job is completed. Now let us execute post transactions to financials job. Post transactions to financial job is completed. Now let us execute post to WIP job. Post to WIP job is also completed. Now let us go to the financial plan and look at the actuals posted for the resource Ben King. As we can see, 700 is the actual posted against each day for these 5 days, where we have entered 2 as units, and the rate for the individual resource was set as $350. In this way, by using the flag timesheet actual cost will use resource rates, not team rates for team assignments, we can calculate actual cost for timesheets based on resource rate instead of a team rate. We have introduced a new flag in budget and cost plans called roll up actuals by team if available. When this flag is enabled and one of the grouping attributes is resource, this flag groups the actuals of individual resources who have actuals posted on behalf of their team to their respective teams and display the actuals against their teams in the budget or cost plan details. Now let us execute this particular functionality. So I have checked the flag roll up actuals by team if available. After turning on the flag, we need to execute the job update financial plan actuals and forecast. Now let us execute update financial plan actuals and forecast job. The job is completed. Now let us go into the cost plan. Here we can see that now the actuals of individual resources are grouped to their respective team, which is inside ops. This is a powerful capability as it allows to group the actuals and view the actuals against a team instead of looking at each individual's actuals. We can drill down into details by clicking on the actual cost total associated with the team. Here we can see the details of the actuals associated with the team members. Now let us look at the functionality manual actions to populate timesheets from assignments. We have introduced a new option, populate assigned tasks with etc. in classic, project management, timesheet options, default time entry options section. On selecting the option, populate assigned tasks with etc. checkbox, a new menu option add assigned tasks with etc. in timesheets will be available to the end user in modern UX. This option add assigned tasks with etc. in timesheets will come once the checkbox populate assigned tasks with etc. in classic is turned on. Add assigned tasks with etc. option will be available only for open, returned and adjusted timesheets. For the demo purpose, let us look at a team, Blackhawks, which has Emo Sherrill as one of the resources. Blackhawk's team is staffed to the project FY25 Able Payments module, and the team is assigned to the task partner training, as we can see. We have also associated Isaac Baker, one of the resources, to this particular task under the project. Now let us go to the timesheets with respect to Shirelemos and see how it works when we take the option Add Assigned Tasks with etc. As we can see, the timesheet for partner training is updated for Shirelemos with 8 hours per day across the week. Just to cross-verify, let us go to Classic, and for this particular project and the task partner training, Blackhawk's team has 48 hours associated per day across the week. Blackhawk's team has 6 resources associated with it. So 48 distributed across 6 resources is equal to 8 hours, which is getting populated for Shirelemos for this particular period. Now let us look at the functionality Populate Assigned Tasks with etc. for an individual resource associated with a task in a project. For Isaac Baker, let us see how it works for Add Assigned Tasks with etc. When we used the option, it has brought in partner training as the task with 8 hours per day for this week. We can cross-verify the same in with Classic, where we can see that we have 8 hours for Isaac Baker coming up for this week. In this way, we have implemented the functionality Add Assigned Tasks with etc. to populate timesheets from assignments. Now let us look at the functionality of the job to populate timesheets. We have introduced a new job, Populate Timesheets, to populate timesheets based on assigned tasks. The job configuration includes 3 mandatory parameters, namely job name, time period, and population method. Time period is used to specify the period for which the timesheets should be populated. Population method determines the method for populating the timesheet. There are 2 available options, namely Add Assigned Tasks and Add Assigned Tasks with etc. That is, by using this job, we can populate timesheets for assigned tasks and assigned tasks with etc. There are different parameters provided as part of job that can be used along with the job to filter and populate data. Some of the parameters are investment type, investments to exclude, resource OBS, team, which would basically bring in the team investment instances, primary role, resource, etc. Now let us see how it works. Grant Luke is one of the resources assigned to the task partner training in a project FY25 Able Payments module, and he is assigned during this time period. When we go to his timesheets, we find that there are no entries in his timesheet. Now let us go to Populate Timesheets job. Select the time period as current period. Select the population method as Add Assigned Tasks with etc. Don't enable the flag overtime time entries. Investment type, select it as project. And select the resource as Luke Grant. And then let us submit the job. Populate Timesheets job is completed. when we go to loop grant timesheet and refresh the page, we can actually see that the timesheet is populated with the data. Now let us modify data for a couple of days. Let us repopulate the data using Populate Timesheets. Let us select time period as current period, population method as same, and assign tasks with etc. Now let us toggle on the option override time entries. When this flag is selected in timesheets, manually edited data will be overwritten with the newly populated changes. Let us see how it does it. Let us select investment type as select resource as grant loop and submit the job. The job is completed. When we go to the timesheets, we observe that the modified data, because previously we modified data for these 2 days, Thursday and Friday, by changing the values from 8 to 10. But after running the job with override time entries flag enabled, these details have been overridden. That is how the flag works. Populate timesheets job can also be scheduled to run at regular intervals, which helps the timekeepers to take care of things on regular intervals without manual intervention. This concludes the frictionless cost accounting section. Thank you.